Okay, I got it. Hi guys, thank you for watching my... That's ghetto as hell. Hey guys, it's Tashina, it's time to bud. Welcome back to my channel. So you just saw me moisturize my lips with some Blistex, and on this day that was my first time trying the highly raved Milk HydroGrip primer. So I was just rubbing that all over my face to prime, and now I'm outlining my brows using the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. I don't remember what kind of pencil it was. I'll link it in the description box, but it was the pencil in the shade dark brown or ebony. I'm gonna have to leave it in the description box below. And right here I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow in ebony. This one I remember the shade, and I was just filling out the center or the middle sections of my eyebrows and the tail end of my eyebrows, and I was using the spoolie brush to brush up my hairs and blend out the pomade along the brow hairs. So here I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer to conceal underneath my eyebrows, and this was in the shade Warm Sand. You mash up my life. You mash up my life. Keisha.
On the track.
Am I the only person that has this song? That song by Amari stuck in their head? Like, I swear I was singing that for 3 days straight. But anyway, so I concealed the top of my eyebrows using the Juvia Space Concealer in the shade 12. And I primed my eyelids using that Born This Way concealer in Warm Sand again, and I was just blending that out with a Real Techniques sponge. So as you guys can see, I just took on my Morphe 39A palette, and I'm using the shade Evolve. It's I would say a neutral brown shade, and I'm just using that along the crease, So in this look today, I'm only using 2 shadows. So Evolve was one of them, and I'm patting that shadow in my crease to actually get the pigment of that eyeshadow. And then you're gonna see me start using windshield wiper motions and blend that color in my crease. So right there, I was showing you the shadow that I use in my crease called Evolve, and then I just showed you guys the color that I was going to be using on my lid. The shimmer color, it is in the shade called Artistry, and it is a true bronzy gold. So I was just patting that eyeshadow a little bit above my crease, and then I'm taking the blending eyeshadow brush that I use for Evolve, and I'm blending those two shades together for a seamless eyeshadow look. I'm sorry you guys, but I was watching Lucifer and I was so interested. But anyway, that was the JLaRue pigment that I used to top the shimmer eyeshadow for a bit of pop, because I felt like the eyeshadow needed some more oomph. So I used the NYX eyeliner to line the top of my eyelid, and I put my lashes on off camera. So here you see me using the black opal foundation stick, and I was just using that to cover up the dark marks that I have on my face. It was very helpful because it was full coverage. So here I'm using the LA Pro Girl concealer in the shade orange to color correct my under eye, and I'm using both the Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation and the L'Oreal True Match foundation, and the shades are going to be listed in the description box below. And I mixed those two to get a perfect shade, and so I'm using my brush from Coastal Scents, and I'm just blending that foundation out. And as you can see, this foundation combination looks so beautiful. It looks just like skin. So here, this is the Juvia Space Concealer, the one that I used to line the top of my eyebrow. This is in the shade 12, and I'm using that as a concealer shade for under my eye, and I use it on the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. I'm taking my Real Techniques beauty sponge, and I'm just gonna blend that concealer out from under my eyes and all the other places that I concealed. Okay, so I'm using my Born This Way in Warm Sand, and this is where I'm doing my highlighting. So I did the bridge of my nose, under my eye, my cupid's bow. I don't think I did my chin, and I'm using, I forgot to mention this in the concealing part, that I'm using a concealer brush, a flat concealer brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm just using that to spread the concealer evenly under my eye and on my chin and stuff. And I feel like this is very helpful when it makes it just easier to blend, and it doesn't make your concealer look patchy. So that's a great tip. So right here, I'm using my Makeup Revolution foundation stick in the shade F17, and I'm using that to contour my cheekbones because I have a very round face, so I want to look, you know, slim. So I'm blending out the foundation and the contour together so it doesn't have like that line of demarcation. And after I let my highlighting concealer set for a few minutes, I'm just finally blending it out under my eye so I can have a fuller coverage. So I'm just blending out the contour on my nose. Please forgive me. I'm still trying to figure out this whole camera setup situation, so please forgive me. Bear with me if you can't see me. So right now I'm using another Juvia Place concealer, and this is in the shade 22. I know it's really light, but I'm only using a little bit, and I'm blending that out using the concealer brush I was telling you guys about underneath my eye, and I'm just gonna blend that out with the I cannot say that word. Real Techniques blending sponge. Okay, so we're approaching the end. So I'm using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This is the original shade. This is not the Buttercup light one. And what I did was dip it in the powder, and then I pressed the excess on the back of my hand, and then I pressed it underneath my eye, so that way I don't have too much powder underneath my eye, and it won't make my makeup look cakey. And I'm putting the powder on the bridge of my nose. You're gonna see me put it on my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. So right now I'm using my Covergirl bronzer in the shade Ebony, and I'm just patting that powder on the area that I contoured, and that's mainly my cheekbone. And I think I'm also going to do it at the bottom of my chin. I don't remember if I did it this day. As you can see, I was being super lazy. I didn't want to get a smaller brush to contour my nose, so I was using that big ass blush brush that I used to warm up my cheeks on my nose. So as you can see, that wasn't really effective. I'm using my Sephora Microsmooth powder in the shade Deep. I'm using that to set the rest of my face, and I'm also going to use that to blend everything together as well. I'm going to go underneath my eye with this powder as well to make everything look very seamless.
Simo on the track.
So I sprayed my face with the Mario Badescu spray, and I feel like this is very helpful in melting your makeup. I call it melting your makeup, melting all those powders in your face so your face doesn't look powdery. And after I did that, I'm using this is my MAC Global Glow. This is like my favorite highlighter because I hate glittery highlighters, and this one looks like you're glowing from within. So it's a very simple highlighter, and I recommend everyone have a MAC highlighter, especially this one, because I feel like this is a shade that goes with every skin tone. But yep, that's my MAC Global Glow, and I'm just using that to highlight the high points of my face. And this is a blush I haven't used in a minute. I think I got this from an Ipsy box a few years ago, and that's the Steve Laurent blush, and I think it's called I'm Blushing. So it's a very pinky blush, and I love it. I should use it more often. I'm going ahead and highlighting my eyebrow, which is something I don't do often, but I thought I would bring it back. And right now I'm tight lining my under eye using that Evolve shade I used in my crease earlier. So I sprayed my face again with the Urban Decay setting spray because I didn't want my makeup to transfer and I wanted it to last a while. So y'all know this is my favorite thing to use as a lip liner. This is ColourPop Limbo. I know, oldie but goodie, but I feel like this really does it for lining my lips. So after I did my bottom mascara, I decided to add my moles. This is something I usually do. I usually do them in the same place too, and that's the NYX eyeliner that I use on my eyes. And that I'm using the MAC lipstick in Act Natural, and I think MAC is like the only thing I really use on my lips. I love MAC lipstick. I'm using MAC LipGlass in the shade Very Go Lightly to top it all off. Hey guys, thank you for watching my video. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, you never know what somebody else is going through, so be nice always. Bye!